Bible, God's inspired word, says there came a sound from heaven, and that's the sound we need. The truth, present truth that can set you free.
And it's a delight to be with you one more time on A Certain Sound. We're looking at the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and we're talking about the lukewarm church, or reduced to room temperature. I want to give you today 4 characteristics that I find in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, regarding the Laodicean church. I have to tell you, I believe we're in an epidemic of lukewarmness. I believe pastors are lukewarm. Sunday school teachers are lukewarm. Even ushers are lukewarm, friends. You know what? I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God. That's what the psalmist said. I want to say, friends, we are in an epidemic of mediocrity and compromise. You know what? Believe it if you want. Don't believe it if you don't want to believe it. But the truth is, even in my own life, I can sense that mediocrity wanting to rise up. And I give you those 4 characteristics of a lukewarm church. Number 1, a lukewarm church is indigestible. That's right, indigestible. What did Jesus say? He said, I will spew thee out of my mouth. He can't digest it. If you think about a steak, if you eat a piece of meat and it's no good, guess what happens? It makes you sick. And you know what? Your body rejects it because the steak is refusing to be broken down and assimilated into the body. And you know what makes Christ sick? It's when those refuse to be broken down and assimilated into his body. May we not resist that, but may we say, Lord Jesus, break me. Use me, take me down, Lord, and help me, Lord Jesus, to surrender myself to you. You see, I think that lukewarmness makes Jesus sick. It gives him heartburn, an acid reflux, indigestion, if you will, that no Tums can fix. No antacid can cure. Some people just go to church if it's convenient. It's not a mediocre life that I want. I want to be on fire for God. I cannot tell you that I am. I can't sit here and say I'm on fire for Jesus, but I can tell you that when I read this, it speaks to me and it nails me and it brings me right in front of myself in a mirror, seeing myself in this book. Do you realize that that's what we should do? Read this book until we see ourselves in it? And I can tell you, the Bible is a mirror that you hold up and you see yourself. God will show you. He will confront you with your sin. And that's what needs to happen in order for revival to break out in my life. May we not be afraid of being confronted. And Jesus confronts these people right here. There are some people who cash a check with more enthusiasm than they get up and go to church. I want to say, if my wife's love for me was mediocre, if my wife's love for me was halfway, that would be unacceptable for me. Yet when it comes to Jesus, if our love for him is halfway or mediocre, we think he should accept it. We think that's fine. I got to tell you, my Bible tells me the love he had for me was so great that he gave himself on Calvary's cross. Therefore, what do I owe him? Half my life? If I gave you half a package of cookies, would that be acceptable? Would you rather have a whole package or would you rather have a half a package? Would you rather have me give you half a can of soda and I drank the first half, or would you rather have the whole can of soda? I think you would want the whole thing. Well then, if you wouldn't take a half a bag of cookies, why do you think Jesus wants half of your life?
For more information, visit us online at acertainsound.com.